Chosen one, you did not come across this message by accident. This is not just a moment in your day, it is a moment carved into your destiny by the hand of Almighty God, long before you could hear the whisper rising from within. This is not coincidence, this is divine appointment. Heaven has placed this hour on the timeline of your life with holy precision for you, and you alone. If your heart is trembling gently, if your soul feels something awakening from deep within, it is because the Lord Himself is drawing near to the most sacred part of you, not through sound, but through presence. Not through intellect, but through revelation. In this very moment, God is not demanding, He is confirming. You are ready. Chosen one, you do not need to strive. You do not need to prove anything. You are not standing before a test. You are standing before a threshold, a gate that heaven has been preparing just for you. God has seen every season you've walked through, every silent prayer you couldn't put into words, every tear that fell in solitude. And today, He speaks to you clearly. You are not forgotten. I have heard you. Let the world grow quiet. Let your soul breathe, because this is not just a message to read, it is a divine invitation to enter. And if your heart agrees, if your spirit bears witness, then let this truth rise from within and ascend to the one who formed you. Lord, I am the chosen one, and I am ready. Chosen one, the Lord is not waiting for your perfection. He is waiting for your presence. And if you are here now, in this sacred stillness, reading these words to their very end, then know this with certainty. You are standing at the edge of something written by God Himself. And the gate is opening. Chosen one, what is coming to you is not a matter of proximity, it is a matter of prophecy. The place where you will meet the love ordained for you has already been determined by the Lord. It will not be found in the familiar, nor in the places where your hope has grown weary. It will not come through your effort, your expectation, or your old maps of the heart. This meeting is not random. It is reserved. It is sanctified. It is set apart for you. You have searched, haven't you? You've walked down roads paved with questions. You've lingered in places where your spirit felt unseen. But heaven speaks now. What you thought was delay has actually been divine preservation. What you perceived as detour has always been direction. The Lord has not only prepared the person, He has prepared the place. And you, chosen one, are being gently and powerfully rerouted suddenly, strategically, and supernaturally. This will not be a place chosen by preference. It will be a place appointed by obedience. The coordinates have already been set in the Spirit. Your steps, even the ones you did not understand, have been guided toward this moment of sacred convergence. Psalm 37-23 declares, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord." And your steps, chosen one, have never been random. They have always been led. When you arrive there, you will feel it not in your mind but in your spirit. It will not feel rushed, forced, or dramatic. It will feel still, familiar, like peace wrapped in purpose. You will not need to explain yourself. You will simply recognize and be recognized. You will know, I was meant to be here. The person chosen for you will not appear through performance or striving. They will not be the product of your control, but the reward of your surrender. This meeting will not require effort. It will require alignment. And when it happens, it will be as if two streams converge, not by force, but by gravity. This is not about you searching harder. This is about you showing up where heaven has called you to be. As C.S. Lewis wrote in Letters to Malcolm, chiefly on prayer, the real business of life is getting nearer to God. And all these other things, marriage, work, play, are only valuable as they help or hinder that. This truth illuminates the divine alignment you are being led toward. The meeting with your chosen companion is not the ultimate goal, but a sacred outcome of your surrender to God's purpose, drawing you closer to Him through a love that reflects His design. Let this settle in your soul, chosen one. You will not miss it. You cannot miss what God has written. You can only resist it by refusing to move. But you are not one who will resist. You are one who listens, one who follows, one who arrives, right on time. Chosen one. Long before you ever felt the ache of longing, God began to write this story. Before the questions formed in your heart, before you prayed for a companion to walk beside you, the Lord was already moving. He has been weaving every thread, every delay, every disappointment, every unexpected turn into a masterpiece that will make sense only when you look back from the place of fulfillment. Nothing has been wasted. Not the closed doors, not the silent nights, not the invitations you declined or the events you almost skipped. Even the small urges, the subtle pull to go here, to turn there, to say yes or no have all been carefully placed within you by the Spirit of God. What felt like impulse was actually instruction. What you dismissed as random was divine strategy. Chosen one. God has been guiding you all along. Psalm 37-23 is not a metaphor, it is a map. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. You have not wandered, you have been walked. And though the path may have seemed unclear at times, the destination has always been sure. There is a sacred place, a holy alignment, where your journey and theirs will meet. Not just physically, but spiritually. A convergence of destiny, timed with precision by the hand of God. C.S. Lewis, in The Four Loves, observed, "Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, 'What, you too? I thought I was the only one.' This insight captures the divine recognition you will experience when you meet the one chosen for you. The moment your spirits converge will feel like a sacred you too, a shared purpose, and calling that transcends mere attraction, affirming that your paths were always meant to align in God's perfect timing. In that moment when your eyes meet theirs, when your spirit leans in, you will not question it. You will not need to ask, 'Is this the one?' Because your soul will already know. It will not be based on appearance or preference or checklist. It will be deeper than recognition. It will be divine remembering. Your heart will say, 'This feels like home.' Chosen one, trust the orchestration you cannot see. You are not behind. You are not off course. You are not forgotten. You are being moved not by your own will, but by the will of the one who formed you. And the one who formed you is faithful to finish what he began. Chosen one, you will not find this love by searching harder. You will not uncover it through calculation, control, or striving. This divine encounter will not be born from pressure. It will be born from peace. It will not come because you chased it. It will come because you followed the voice of God. There will be a moment simple, unassuming, when obedience becomes your doorway. You may be doing something ordinary, attending an event you almost declined, showing up to help someone, though your body felt tired, stepping into a room you didn't expect to matter. And then it will happen. A stillness, a shift, a holy interruption. In that moment, you won't be performing. You won't be posturing. You will simply be present. And that is all God ever required. The person he has chosen for you will be there not as a test, not as a distraction, but as a confirmation. Not of your worth, you've already been declared worthy, but of his timing. There will be no pressure to impress, no urgency to convince. When you see them, something eternal will speak from within you. There, that's the one. Not because they say all the right things, not because the setting is perfect, but because your soul will recognize what your mind cannot explain. Obedience, chosen one, not effort, is the key. God does not reward striving. He honors surrender. And when you surrender to his path, he meets you with more than what you hoped for. He meets you with what he ordained. The moment you stop trying to make it happen and instead choose to trust the one who makes all things beautiful in their time, that is when it will come. So do not underestimate the small yes, the gentle nudge, the last-minute change of plans. That seemingly minor act of obedience may be the very step that leads you straight into the arms of the one he has written into your story. You are not chasing love. You are walking into purpose. And love will meet you there. Chosen one, do not be deceived. This journey is not about geography. It is about alignment. The place where your heart will meet the one God has chosen for you is not merely a city, a building, or a street. It is a spiritual atmosphere. It is a frequency in the realm of purpose, discernible only to those who are walking by faith and not by sight. God is not simply moving you to a new location. He is moving you into divine positioning. He is leading you not to a destination on the map, but to a moment in destiny. Every shift in your life, every relocation, every new assignment, every unexpected opportunity is part of a greater orchestration. The Lord is aligning the time, the place, and the heart, all at once. Some moves may seem trivial, some invitations may feel unnecessary. But if the Spirit has stirred your heart to go, to show up, to take the step, do it. Obedience is not always logical, but it is always prophetic. Isaiah 30:21 declares, "Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'" That voice, chosen one, is still speaking. And it is guiding you to the intersection where love, calling, and covenant collide. The one whom God has chosen for you is also being led. They too are being stirred, moved, positioned. You may not see it, but heaven is working on both ends of the story. Across miles or moments, across different lives and timelines, God is bringing two vessels into one divine convergence. Not for romance alone, but for purpose. Not to soothe loneliness, but to ignite destiny. And when the time comes, you will not need to ask for confirmation. Your spirit will feel the resonance. Your peace will be your witness. The ground beneath your feet will testify, you were meant to be here. This is not merely a meeting. It is a manifestation, the alignment of heaven with earth, the fulfillment of a time and place written into your story before you ever breathed your first breath. So walk forward, chosen one, not in fear, but in trust. You are not lost, you are being led. Chosen one, do not resent the detours. Do not curse the interruptions, for it is often in the very places you did not plan to be that heaven plans to reveal what your soul has longed to see. God is not limited by your schedule. He is not confined by your timing, your agendas, or your careful plans. The person He has chosen for you may appear not while you're seeking, but while you're simply walking, not when you're focused on finding, but when you're surrendered to flowing. It may happen on a day filled with distractions, during an errand, a last-minute change, or an unexpected delay. But in that divine interruption, something will shift. You might drop something. You might turn around unexpectedly. You might bump into someone without meaning to. But in that instant, your spirit will awaken. It won't be chaos, it will be clarity. The atmosphere around you will still, and something deeper than your eyes will whisper, "Pay attention, this is not ordinary." Romans 8:14 says, "For all who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God." And you, chosen one, are not led by chance, you are led by the Spirit. That means even your pauses are prophetic. Even your delays are divine. The places where you feel off course may be the very spots where heaven has planted a miracle in waiting. C.S. Lewis, in Mere Christianity, wrote, "If I find in myself a desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world." This profound truth speaks to the longing in your heart for this divine encounter. The ache for a companion who aligns with your purpose is not a mere human yearning, but a divine signal that you were created for a sacred partnership, one that transcends earthly satisfaction and prepares you for eternal impact. Trust that the detours and delays are guiding you toward a love that reflects heaven's design. God has not asked you to manufacture a moment. He has only asked you to move with Him. Be flexible, be present. Do not be so committed to your direction that you miss his correction. That cancelled appointment, that missed flight, that spontaneous event you almost declined, these are not errors. They are orchestration. You do not need to search. You only need to sense. You do not need to run faster. You only need to listen closer. The one destined for you will not arrive by force, but by divine collision. You will not collide in confusion, but in clarity. In the middle of what felt like a detour, you will realize you've walked directly into your destiny. So let go of control, chosen one. Trust the rhythm of the Spirit. And know this, what seems like interruption is often invitation. What seems like delay is often delivery. What feels inconvenient may be the moment that changes everything. Chosen one, the love that God has prepared for you will not arrive in the whirlwind of chaos. It will not come when you are frantically searching, striving, or proving. It will not be born out of noise or confusion. It will arrive in the stillness when your heart is quiet, your spirit is at rest, and your soul is no longer reaching outward for what only God can provide inward. Heaven does not send its most sacred gifts into disorder. God does not plant eternal things in fractured soil. This love is not coming to fill a void. It is coming to rest upon fullness. And that fullness begins when you stop striving, when you stop performing, when you finally say, I trust you, Lord, even if love never arrives the way I imagined. Psalm 46:10 declares, Be still, and know that I am God. That stillness is not the absence of activity, it is the presence of surrender. It is the moment your soul ceases to clamor and begins to trust, and in that quiet place, God begins to speak clearly. Not with noise, but with knowing, not with pressure, but with peace. Chosen one, the one God has ordained for you is not attracted to your chaos. They are drawn to your calm. They are not looking for you in the storm of your striving. They are being led to you in the garden you have cultivated through your waiting. You will not meet them while chasing what left you. You will meet them when you stop and build a sanctuary within, when you begin to walk, not out of need, but out of wholeness. That is when they will appear. Not because you found them, but because God brought them to where you were finally at peace. You will know it's them not because of butterflies or obsession, but because of the peace that floods your chest when you stand near them. You will not feel panic. You will feel presence. You will not feel a rush. You will feel a rest. And that rest is your confirmation. So pause here, chosen one. Breathe deeply. Release every burden you've carried in search of love, because love is not running from you. Love is on its way. But it will not knock on the door of anxiety. It will enter through the gate of stillness. Prepare your heart not with effort, but with peace. For in the quiet places, the sacred arrives. Chosen one, the love God has appointed for you is not searching for your image, it is seeking your purpose. It will not find you while you are hiding from your calling. It will find you while you are walking in it. This love was never meant to meet you in retreat. It was always meant to discover you in motion, moving forward, not in haste, but in obedience. You will not meet them behind closed doors, cloaked in fear or self-protection. You will not encounter them while shrinking back from what you were born to do. Like Ruth gleaning in the field, you will meet them in the act of showing up faithfully, quietly, courageously doing what God has placed in your hands, even when it doesn't feel glamorous. Boaz did not find Ruth in hiding. He found her working. He saw her serving. And it was there in a place of daily obedience that love and favor intersected. So it will be with you, chosen one. Do not wait for love to rescue you from your waiting. Step into what you've been assigned to do. Serve where you are. Speak where you're called. Build what God has stirred in you to build. Move even when the steps feel small, for heaven meets those who move with purpose. Destiny does not descend upon the stagnant, it finds those who rise. This is not about impressing anyone. This is not about striving. It is about alignment. When you walk in the direction of your assignment, You are walking straight into the place where love will recognize you. Not because you were looking, but because you were living. Chosen one. Your future partner is not looking for perfection. They are not waiting for performance. They are seeking a soul who knows who they are in God and is willing to walk in it. And when they see you walking, they will not be drawn to your effort. They will be drawn to your essence. They will see your obedience and feel heaven whisper, "That one." So rise, not in fear, but in purpose. For love is not behind you. It is ahead of you, waiting where your faith takes you. Chosen one, you do not need to curate yourself to be seen. You do not need to perform to be loved. The one whom God has prepared for you is not coming to admire your presentation. They are coming to behold your truth. You have spent seasons learning how to survive, how to protect the most tender parts of yourself, how to keep moving even when you felt unseen. But now, God is calling you to step out from behind the mask. He is calling you to be fully seen, not as you've been performing, but as you've been becoming. This love will not be fooled by image. They will not be deceived by surface. They will not fall for the act. They will be drawn to the depth. They will hear something in your silence. They will feel something in your honesty. They will recognize the light you carry, not because you tried to shine, but because you refused to dim. Chosen one. You do not need to explain your past. You only need to carry the wisdom it gave you. The one who has been assigned to love you will not recoil at your story. They will revere it. They will not be intimidated by your scars. They will understand them, because they have walked through fire too. They have tasted their own wilderness. And when they see you, they will see not weakness, but survival, not shame, but strength, not damage, but destiny. This is how you will know them. They will not rush you. They will not demand that you reveal everything at once. They will make space for your process, because they have honored their own. They will recognize you in the spirit before they ever embrace you in the flesh. And when they do, you will feel safe, not because they are perfect, but because they are present. You do not have to sell yourself to someone who has already been sent by God. You do not have to rehearse lines for someone who is fluent in your silence. They will not be impressed by how well you pretend. They will be moved by how deeply you remain yourself. So rest, chosen one. Remove the mask. Let your soul breathe. Because what God has ordained will not ask you to hide. It will call you into the light. And in that light, you will be loved as you are not, in spite of your truth, but because of it. Chosen one. Love will not find you in the places where you pretend to be who you are not. It will not discover you in the spaces where you shrink, perform, or conform to feel worthy. The love ordained by God will locate you in the place where your soul feels safe, where you are no longer surviving, but truly living. You were not created to attract love through fear or perfection. You were created to receive it in freedom. This is why God has led you through the wilderness, so you could build a sanctuary within yourself, a home where your inner child can laugh again, where your truest self can breathe without hesitation. That is where love will walk in and recognize you, not with confusion, but with awe. They will not fall in love with your resume. They will not be captivated by your carefully built image. They will be drawn to your atmosphere, to the garden you've tended in private, to the light you carry without trying, because you no longer need to be rescued. You've been redeemed. And love is coming not to complete you, but to align with the wholeness you have cultivated in the presence of God. Chosen one, you will not meet them in the noise of trying. You will meet them in the calm of being, where peace becomes your posture, where joy is not borrowed, but restored. That's where heaven sends the one who will see you not as a project to fix, but as a miracle to honor. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." This is why the Lord has healed you in secret, shielded you from what was not meant to stay, and slowed you down when your soul was tempted to settle, because He was preparing you for a different kind of love, a love that feels like rest, not resistance. So do not be ashamed of how long it has taken. Do not despise the seasons of silence. They have shaped the shelter where love will now arrive. And when it comes, it will not demand your defenses. It will feel like home. Chosen one, you are not being overlooked. You are being preserved for something sacred, and that sacred thing is on its way to the place where your soul can finally exhale. Chosen one, you do not need to be saved by love. You have already been saved by grace. You do not need someone to rescue you from your path, for the Lord himself has been your deliverer. The one he is sending is not coming to pull you out of the fire, but to walk with you in the fullness of purpose birthed from it. This is not a fairy tale. It is a divine assignment. This love will not enter your life to complete you, but to accompany you, to affirm the calling you already carry, to walk beside you, not ahead of you, not behind you, but beside you, shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, mission to mission. You have been entrusted with too much to be tethered to anything less than covenant. Your life has weight, your words have impact, your presence shifts atmospheres. And so, God is not sending someone to distract you. He is sending someone who will stand with you in battle, worship with you in stillness, and build with you in faith. Psalm 85:10 declares, "Love and faithfulness meet together. Righteousness and peace kiss each other." That is what is coming for you, chosen one, a love that does not pull you off your path, but walks in step with your assignment. A love that mirrors your reverence for God, your desire to serve, your hunger for more than comfort, your hunger for purpose. You will recognize them not by charm, but by conviction, not by their perfection, but by their posture. They will not compete with your calling, they will cover it. They will not ask you to abandon your fire, they will fan it. They will not fear the depth of your soul, they will meet you there, unshaken, unwavering. Chosen one, prepare not to be rescued, but to be joined. You do not need someone to fix what God has already healed. You need someone who sees the light in your eyes and says, "Let's go further." Someone who hears the cry in your spirit and responds. You don't have to carry this alone. Someone who looks at the weight you bear and says, "I was made to carry this with you." This is not the arrival of fantasy, it is the manifestation of prophecy. It is not about escape, it is about endurance. Not about romance alone, but about righteousness. And when you meet them, you will not feel smaller, you will feel steadier. You will not feel saved, you will feel seen. And in that mutual recognition, heaven will smile and whisper, "This is what I wrote." Chosen one, when the love God has ordained for you appears, it will not rush you. It will not overwhelm you with urgency. It will not demand immediate answers or steal your stillness. It will carry the mark of heaven, and that mark is peace. This love will not knock down your defenses. It will honor your boundaries. It will not push past your process. It will wait with you inside it. You will not feel the chaos of anxiety. You will feel the calm of divine alignment. Philippians 4:7 promises, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." That peace will be your signpost. You will not have to question if you are enough. You will not feel the need to perform or impress. You will be able to breathe fully in their presence, to speak slowly, to rest, because what is real does not rush. What is holy does not hurry. What is from God will always make space for clarity, not confusion. Chosen one, you have known what it feels like to be pursued by pressure. You've seen what it means to be drawn in by infatuation and lost in emotional noise. But this time will be different. This time you will feel stillness rise inside you like a river. You will feel the ground beneath your spirit settle, and without trying you will know, this is safe, this is right. They will listen not just to your words, but to the silence between them. They will see you not just your role, your gifts, or your title, but your essence. They will not be distracted by your presence, they will be drawn by your peace. And when they speak, Their words will not excite your flesh, they will anchor your spirit. This love will not cause you to question your worth. It will confirm what heaven has already declared over you. You will not lose your identity in their arms. You will find more of it. They will recognize your depth, not fear it. They will see your wounds, not run from them. They will cherish the parts of you that others overlooked. And if you begin to question, if fear tries to whisper doubt, they will not retreat. They will stay. Not because they are perfect, but because they are sent. Not because they never waver, but because God never did. So listen closely, chosen one. When they come, it will not be pressure you feel, it will be peace. And in that peace you will hear the voice of the Lord say, "This is the way, walk in it." Chosen one, do not despise the pain. Do not assume that sorrow is the absence of God. For in the kingdom of heaven, loss is often the doorway through which new life enters. And sometimes, yes, sometimes love comes wrapped not in celebration but in mourning. There are moments when heaven allows something to end, not as punishment, but as preparation. The goodbye that shattered you, the silence that followed the storm, the void left behind by what you thought would remain, these are not signs of failure. They are signs of divine clearing. Because where something died, God is making space for what is destined to live. You may meet this person in a moment of transition, in the middle of grief, at the edge of a chapter you never wanted to close. It may be during a funeral, a relocation, a farewell you didn't see coming. But in that holy ache, love will appear not to replace what was lost, but to redeem what remains. John 12:24 declares, "Unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces much fruit." Chosen one, what you have buried in sorrow, heaven will raise in glory. What felt like a breaking has actually been a planting. And from that place of loss, God is preparing a harvest, including the love your soul has been waiting for. This is not romance born of distraction. It is covenant born of consecration. The one who is meant for you will not be intimidated by your tears. They will not walk away when they see the cracks. They will not expect you to be put together. They will love you in the sacred middle where faith still quivers and healing still lingers. They will meet you in your humanity, not in your performance, and they will stay, not out of obligation but out of recognition. They will see the ashes and still choose the altar. Because what God has written cannot be erased by sorrow, it is sealed by grace. So do not resist the ending, chosen one. Do not fight the letting go, for love may not come through laughter this time, it may come through loss. And when it does, you will know it is holy not because it came in joy, but because it brought peace into your pain. Chosen one, the encounter you are waiting for will not happen when you finally become someone else. It will happen when you finally come home to yourself. God is not waiting for you to change your face. He is waiting for you to stop hiding your soul. The love He has ordained for you will not recognize your mask. It will recognize your essence. For too long, you have questioned your reflection. You have wrestled with your story, rejected the wounds, downplayed the beauty, and tried to fix what God never asked you to erase. But the moment you say, with quiet certainty, "This is who I am, and by the grace of God, it is enough," heaven will release the next chapter. You will not meet them while running from your pain. You will meet them when you finally sit with it and let it become part of your worship. You will not meet them while pretending to be unbothered. You will meet them when your honesty becomes your strength. And in that place where your voice stops performing and starts revealing, they will come. Chosen one, the one destined for you does not need you to be spotless. They need you to be real. They need to see the battles you've faced, the shadows you've walked through, the scars you now wear with reverence, not because you were perfect, but because you endured. That's what divine love is drawn to, not the curated image, but the courageous truth. They will not be surprised by your pain. They will be in awe of your survival. They will not flinch when they see your depth. They will be humbled by your light. They will look at you and not see damage. They will see destiny fulfilled through fire. This love will not skip your story. It will sit with it. It will listen long. It will weep where you wept and rejoice where you rose. Because God is not writing a romance, He is writing redemption. And it begins not when someone else chooses you, but when you choose yourself through the eyes of the one who made you. So pause, chosen one. Take off the armor. Let the inner child breathe. Let your soul rest in its own truth. Because the moment you stop running from who you are is the moment love finally knows where to find you. Chosen one, rest. You have carried the weight of waiting with more strength than you've ever admitted, and now heaven is drawing near to whisper what you've longed to hear. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not missing anything. You are right where the hand of God has placed you, in the center of His will, under the covering of His timing. The ache that tried to convince you that you had fallen behind was only the stretching of your heart to hold what was coming. Your waiting has not been wasted. It has been working. It has been holy. Every unanswered question, every delayed door, every longing that did not yet find fulfillment, they have not been signs of absence, but signs of divine preparation. God has not ignored your tears. He has collected them. He has not silenced your prayers. He has been answering them in the language of process. This love, the one your soul has ached for in silence, will not arrive through striving. It will not show up because you chased it down. It will appear when you are aligned, not exhausted. It will come when you are at peace with yourself, not desperate to be chosen. For what is coming was never meant to complete you. It was meant to complement the wholeness God has already begun to establish inside you. You do not have to perform to be seen. You do not have to earn what is already written. This love story is not being built by your efforts. It is being revealed through your surrender. Ecclesiastes says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time, and this is your time being made beautiful." The orchestration of heaven has been unfolding behind the scenes all along while you waited. He wove. While you trusted, He aligned. While you healed, He moved people, positioned timelines, and prepared hearts. The one He has chosen for you has not been standing still either. They too have walked through fire. They too have asked, "God, where are they?" And the Lord answered with the same whisper He gave you, "I am leading you both." They are not lost. They are not delayed. They are on the other side of obedience, just as you are. And just as the wind carries seeds from one place to another until they land on prepared ground, so too is God carrying both of you on seemingly separate paths, shaped by different seasons, but drawn by the same Spirit to one holy collision point. It will not come with noise. It will come with peace. It will not come through control. It will come through release. And when it happens, you will not have to guess. You will know not because your heart races, but because your soul rests. There will be no striving, no pushing, no panic, only stillness, only clarity, only the echo of heaven within your spirit that says, "This is the place, this is the time, this is the one." So take a breath now. Let your body relax. Let your spirit breathe. Let the striving cease. You have not been waiting in vain. You have been positioned on purpose. You are not empty, you are ready. You are not overlooked, you are reserved. And when love finds you, it will not rescue you from your loneliness. It will recognize your light. It will not pull you out of chaos. It will meet you in the calm. It will not be the prize of your performance. It will be the fruit of your alignment. You have not missed it, chosen one. Heaven is too precise for that. You are not behind. You are being led. And the place where your story turns is not in your striving, it is in your stillness. Now, pray this not with fear, but with faith. Not as a cry, but as a confirmation. Not as a question, but as a covenant. Father, I surrender my timeline into your hands. I lay down my desire to control what only you can orchestrate. I release every fear that whispers I am forgotten, every thought that suggests I have failed. I trust that you are not just preparing someone for me, you are preparing me for them. Let my heart remain open and my spirit remain willing. Where there has been striving, replace it with surrender. Where there has been weariness, pour strength. Where there has been longing, plant peace. I bless the one you have chosen for me. I speak life over their journey. I ask that you heal what needs to be healed in them. Shape what must be shaped, and lead them as you lead me. When we meet, let there be no confusion, let there be no panic, let there be peace, let there be recognition not by sight alone but by spirit. Until then, help me walk in joy, serve with faithfulness, and wait not as one who is forgotten, but as one who is chosen. I do not fear delay, for I trust divine design. My time is in your hands. My heart is in your care. My story is in your will, and I believe that what you have written cannot be undone. Amen.